All right, Coach Macuga, John Macuga, of course, you know the Macuga family, near and dear to my heart for a number of reasons. Much love to one and all. This young man, offensive coordinator, let's talk some football, growing pains. It's got to be tough, but as Coach Caltieri said, it's really going to be one step, one day, one season at a time. The bright spots, some of the things that you see that are really exciting.
The bright spots that we're having, our receivers, we're starting to make some plays on the outside. We've battled some injuries throughout the season. Our line's starting to get it together. We're able to move the ball on the ground a lot better in the last couple of weeks, so that's definitely a plus.
Listen, you grew up in this tradition. Let's talk about the tradition of New Brighton, what it was and what it can be. How do you get young athletes to understand when they walk onto the field at Oak Hill, there's kind of a responsibility to carry on that crimson and gold?
Just how we keep coaching them. Everybody's positive at practice. The kids are starting to buy into the system that we're selling. Just keep working every day. And I mean, that's the tradition about it is, we might not be the best team every year, but we're going to work the hardest every year. And that's always been the tradition here.
Listen, one thing about this classification 2A in this conference, and we alluded to some of the teams earlier, the Neshannoks, the Mohawks, the Western Beavers, the Riversides, Beaver Falls, Freedom, all these teams that we're very familiar with, it's still one of the last classes where you actually have true backyard rivalries. So a lot of these athletes know each other during the off-season, going to various functions and what have you. But I've often said, you've got some of the best skilled players, wide receivers, quarterbacks, running backs, anywhere in the WPIAL. So you've got to be able to capitalize on that, but more importantly, you have to get it in sync with maybe where some of your weaker aspects of your football team is. And I've said many times that offensive line and a running game is still important in all facets of football. How can you improve on the offensive line moving forward and hopefully get that running game where you need it to be to really power through those close games in this conference?
Like Coach said earlier, in the offseason we really need to hammer the weight room, get our line stronger in the offseason. But in the next couple of weeks, just keep working their technique and working what we've been working on all season. And just keep getting better at it every week.
How much pride do you have in the school district? Your family is, your Uncle Todd here. I mean, we love New Brighton. It's just got to be a joy for you to be in Macuga and on this staff in this school district that is everything to all of us.
Yeah, I mean, it's a blessing to be able to be asked to come back to the high school level after being down with the youth with my son for a couple of years. So it's awesome to come back and then watch the kids come through and hopefully we're doing something right with them that they remember being here.
It's crucial that you get a win, maybe two before this season is over. You got to get that momentum. You got to get these young people believing, especially the underclassmen, like, hey, we can be on the right side of the scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely. One or two wins definitely, I think, helps us turn the corner for the program in the future.
See, he thought this was going to be a short interview, but I want to work him a little bit of body work, and he held up pretty good. Thank you, young man.
Thank you.
All right, listen, I'm going to KDK Radio. Don't forget, on the Allegheny Health Network Sports Medicine Friday night game of the week, it's a good one. Pine, Richland, and Woodland Hills. Both of those coaches, LaDon and Tarrant, will join me Sunday right after local news at 11 on the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday Show, KDKA, 100.1 FM, AM 1020. Have a great day, everybody.